So you want to win as fast as physically possible in World of Tanks Blitz, be it for an event, personal mission, or whatever the case may be. This video will have you covered because in today's video, we're going to be explaining, like I said, how to win as fast as possible in World of Tanks Blitz. Starting with the first tip, and that is going to be playing in low tiers. Now I know, generally speaking, this is looked down on as seal clubbing, but there is a reason people do this. It is very fast and honestly quite effective, particularly around, say, tier 4, I would say. Now, the exact tier that you end up going with is going to be kind of dependent on what your needs are. For example, if you're an event, trying to accomplish an event, generally speaking, you don't want to go any lower than tier 4 because there's usually some sort of stipulation on that. But if you're not doing an event, it can really depend. Generally speaking, though, tier 4 is, in my opinion, the tier that's probably going to give you the fastest games and also going to be the most reliable when it comes to winning, particularly if you play tanks like, for example, let's say the Matilda, which is a very, very good tank in the tier, or perhaps the B1. And, of course, you can do a little bit of experimenting and you can find the tank that is perfect for you. But beyond that, there's actually some other things we can do. For example, you can also try to platoon with someone else in that tier, whatever tier you end up going with, because this does actually quite a few things for you. The first one is that you're actually playing with someone who is hopefully good, but even if not, just somebody who you can rely on most of the time, or someone that you can actually communicate with and work with, someone who's going to be consistent from game to game, so you're not trying to deal with a total of 6 randoms. You'll be dealing with 5 randoms and 1 dedicated teammate every time, which is already a help. Of course, if they're playing in a strong tank as well, that's actually going to make you just a stronger team as a whole. And of course, if you're both very good players, then that's going to do a little bit more for you as well, and you're going to really be able to get a lot of wins out for your games without really having to worry about too many losses, particularly in lower tiers. Another thing that you could potentially do to increase your win rate, or rather to increase the speed at which you can gain victories, is actually to quickly try to play games and spam the battle button as quickly as possible. Now, when I say that, I don't mean YOLO, because here's the thing. If you just YOLO every game, your win rate is not going to be good, and therefore your efficiency at getting quick victories is not going to be great either. So generally speaking, what you want to do is when you play a game, play as well as you can and try to live. But of course, if you end up dying, don't worry about the rest of the game, just exit and go into the next battle. Now, obviously, if you are playing in a platoon, you can't always just leave a battle immediately until your platoon mate dies, or vice versa. Let's say your platoon mate dies and then you haven't died yet. Either way, really just trying to exit a game as quickly as reasonably possible without sacrificing your determination to try to win. So really try to stick through it and do your very best along with your teammate if you have one. But other than that, as soon as you die, or as soon as you and your platoon mate die, exiting the battle and entering another one as quickly as possible will definitely help you to get more games per hour. And of course, that will hopefully give you some more wins per hour as well. Now, in general, these are some very fast tactics, so in general, I'm going to assume that if you're watching this video, you're probably doing this for an event, so keep in mind that pretty much all we're concerned here with is getting wins as quickly as possible. This is not a stat tutorial, this is not how to get damage, this is not how to even necessarily get a good win rate in general, just how to get wins as quickly as physically possible, because really, that's the only goal here, is to get wins quickly, because I know some of these events that come out from time to time can be very time intensive, and this can hopefully get you through these types of events very, very quickly. But anyway, with all that said, you should now be ready to go into your battles and try to farm those wins as quickly as possible. And so with that, I hope you all enjoyed, and as always, have fun, good luck, and happy tanking.